Today we are going to start second chapter of computer science, more on Windows 7. In this chapter we'll be discussing about Windows 7 and some of its important features. As all of you must have heard of several versions of Windows like Windows XP, Windows 2000, Windows 95, 98, etc. Windows Vista was the previous version before the introduction of Windows 7. Also, after Windows 7, some other Windows were also introduced with further more advancements like Windows 8 and Windows 10. So, first of all, what is Windows 7? Windows 7 is an operating system. What is operating system? Operating system is a software program that is loaded into the computer system which allows us to manage other application software and perform essential tasks. So, Windows 7 is basically an operating system which was developed by Microsoft in the year 2009. It has a graphical user interface, that is GUI. Now, what is graphical user interface? So, it is an interface that allows user to communicate with the computer system. Now in GUI we can communicate with the computer system, as in your personal computers you must have seen on your desktop there are several icons present. So we just have to use our mouse, and with the mouse you can click on any icon present on the desktop to open that application. So GUI is very easy to use and understand. Otherwise, before the introduction of GUI, we have to write commands and programs if you want to get any task done from the computer system. So GUI allows us to interact with the computer system, which we can do by using keyboard and mouse. Now Windows 7 has additional utility programs which is known as accessories. Some of them are calculator, notepad, Windows, media player, sound recorder, system tools, etc. So in this chapter we'll be discussing some of these important features of Windows 7. Now we'll start with Windows Media Player. It is used to play and organize digital media files on a computer, both audio and video, which means it can be used for listening to music as well as you can watch videos through Windows Media Player. Now here in the image, as you can see how Windows Media Player looks like. So here you can see at the top it's written album, title, rating, composer. Like this, there is a list of songs which you can create a playlist of, and then at the bottom you can see there is a play button. If you will click on this button, the songs will start playing. So this Windows Media Player is an library application which was developed by Microsoft. You can also listen to radio stations from all over the world, but radio stations can be heard only if you have access to internet in your computer. We can also create our own CD, DVD and copy music and videos to other portable devices as well. Now we'll start with the topic rip CD to your computer. Ripping a CD means to copy songs from the CD to the computer with Windows Media Player. So remember, ripping means copying any file from the CD to your computer system. and once the songs are copied in your computer, you can easily play the songs and create your own playlist. So here we'll learn the steps of ripping a CD into your computer system. Step number 1 is click on Start button, then go to All Programs and click on Windows Media Player. So first step will tell you how to open Windows Media Player. Step number 2 is insert an audio CD in the CD drive. So I hope you all must have seen a CD. CD is a compact disc. So for copying anything from the CD, first you need to insert a CD in your system, and then you will see all the songs that are present in that CD in Windows Media Player. So after opening the CD, you can select the checkbox next to any song that you want to rip. Rip means copy. So after opening the CD, you can click with your mouse, click on the songs, all the songs that you want to copy to your computer. So when you are done with the selection process, you can click on Rip CD. So after completing the selection of songs, at the top you will see it is written Rip CD. So with your mouse you will click on Rip CD. After the songs are ripped, you can go to Media Player library and play the songs that you have copied from the CD. So ripping a CD means copying anything from the CD to your computer system. Here, as you can see, a list of songs present in a CD are shown here. Now I want to copy all these songs from the CD to my computer system. So what I'll do, now see in front of all the songs there is a checkbox made. So if I want to select all the songs, I will click with my mouse in that checkbox, then you will see there is a tick mark done. So as you can see here, in all the 11 songs, tick mark is done, means all the 11 songs are selected. Now after selecting the songs that I want to copy, at the top in the red box you can see it is marked with red, it is written there Rip CD. Now after selecting the songs with your mouse, you have to click on Rip CD. As soon as you will click on Rip CD, your songs will be copied to your computer system. In this way, we can copy songs from a CD to your computer system. Now, the next topic is burning a CD. Burning a CD means from your computer system, you want to copy some songs on a compact disc. To burn a CD simply means to copy or to write information onto a compact disc. Now here we will learn how to copy anything from the computer system to a compact disc. Now we'll go through the steps. First one is insert a CD into your computer. The autoplay dialog box will appear. So for copying anything in the CD, first insert a blank CD in your computer system. After that, you will see a dialog box that will appear on your computer screen. Click on Burn Files to Disk. Third step is Burn a Disk dialog box will appear. Mention CD name in disk title. As you can see the dialog box here also, you will write the disk title. Disk title means you can write any name for your CD and then you can click on the next button. An empty folder opens. Drag the files you want to burn into this folder. As soon as you will click on next, one folder will open which will be blank, and then you can drag all the songs or all the files that you want to copy in this blank CD. After selecting, click on Burn to Disk button that is present on the toolbar. So this is the process for burning a CD, which you can see further in the next slide. As here you can see on the right hand side CD drive D, which is showing as blank. Now at the bottom there is a burn list, means this is the list of the songs that I want to copy on this CD. Now at the top you can see there is a burn button. When you will click on burn, you will get a list of burn list that is shown at the bottom. Now just below that burn button you will see in the corner it is written start burn. Now when you will click on start burn, all the songs will start copying into this blank CD one by one. On the left hand side you can also see the status of the songs that are being copied on the CD. The next feature provided by Windows 7 that we'll discuss here is displaying two windows at a time. We can display two application windows side by side. Two application windows means you can open any two files, like you can open MS Word document and another window you can open MS PowerPoint. Now we'll learn how we can see both the documents side by side. As you can see in the image here also, one document number 1 in MS Word is opened on the right hand side, and in the left hand side you can see some other document number 2 is opened in MS Word. Now these are two different documents of MS Word. Now we'll learn how we can see both the documents together at the same time. Now we'll see the steps. Open two document programs one by one. So first open one program, then minimize it, and then open the other file. Right click anywhere on the blank portion of the taskbar. Here, as you can see at the bottom of the screen, that is the black ribbon, it is known as the taskbar. So right click on this blank space, that is the black space here, right click, and you will see there is one option in the shortcut menu named as show windows side by side. So click on show window side by side, and as soon as you will click on show window side by side, you can see both your files side by side as shown in the image here. So this was all about displaying two windows at a time. The next feature is exploring pictures. In Windows 7 we can explore pictures, means we can store digital photos, images and graphic files in pictures folder. As you can see in the image here also, sample pictures are shown inside the pictures library. Now we'll learn the steps how do we open picture folders. Click on start button and select the picture option. Step number 2, the picture folder will open and the pictures are displayed in thumbnails by default. So as you can see here, all the pictures, small icon of all the pictures are shown, that is known as thumbnails. So this is the way in which they are shown by default. Now as you can see, several pictures are there. So you can click on the picture to select and double click on the picture to preview. So if you will double click on this picture, you will get a larger image of this icon, and from there you can see the picture in Windows 7. Another feature provided by Windows 7 is disk cleanup. Now what is it? It removes the temporary internal and downloaded files from your computer system. It also removes the files that are stored in the recycle bin and other items that are not being used for a very long time. if you want to remove the number of unnecessary files from your hard disk, to free up the space of your disk and to help your computer run faster, we can use disk cleanup. It helps in removing the unnecessary files from our computer system, and we can free the memory of our computer so that our computer system can run faster. So the steps we'll discuss here. How do we do the disk cleanup? First, go to Start button, click on Start, then go to All Programs. Inside All Program, click on Accessories. Inside Accessories, you have to click on System Tools. Inside System Tools, you will get Disk Cleanup. As you can see here in the image also, the dialog box for Disk Cleanup is shown here. Now, after you will click on the disk cleanup, it will ask you to select the drive. Like here, it is written disk cleanup for C. C means disk cleanup here is done for drive C. Now, click the drop down arrow and then you will select the drive that you want to clean. Here we have selected drive C. Then click on OK button. It will search for all the unnecessary files, that then it will delete all of the unnecessary files safely.